Alright, what's going on, guys? Trey back again here to bring you another video. This one's going to be talking about Alien versus Predator. Who would win? So there's a few things we got to get out of the way first. Obviously, there's been a lot of Alien movies, Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, and then the two Alien versus Predators. On the flip side, we have Predator 1, Predator 2, and then Predators as well as the Alien versus Predators. But aside from the movies, in terms of a matchup, who would really win? Well, it depends. It depends on a few factors. I think the number one most important factor of who would win if you're going to go just one alien, let's say, an alien warrior versus a predator. I think it depends on the environment. I think the environment is the most important thing. If you're going to have the two duke it out in, let's say, a close quarters environment, like we got to see in Alien vs. Predator 1, I think you have to go with the alien. I think that's pretty standard. I mean, the predators are big and they're strong and everything, and you know, they've got their blades, their spear, all their little tools, gadgets, throwing discs, shurikens, plasma casters. You know, all these different types of things. But in a close quarters situation like that, where the alien have the ability to crawl on walls, you know, and sort of hide, do all these different types of things, even though predators do have vision to be able to see them, I think you still have to go with an alien in a close quarters environment. But in open environments, I think you pretty much always have to go with the predator. Be it in a forest or like a jungle type thing, maybe a savanna or a city, I think you're probably going to have to go with the predator almost every single time. And we got to see a lot of this in the movie Alien vs. Predator. Now, granted, in that movie, the first one, the predators did not have their plasma cannons, their plasma casters. They were going to go get them, but basically they didn't. They weren't able to because of the circumstances that happened with the humans getting them and all that. And they were relatively newbie predators. Relatively. They weren't very experienced. They were kind of younger hunters, willing to, or you know, wanting to prove their merit, so to speak, by entering into that sort of, I guess you could call it like sporting event. Is that what it is? I guess it's kind of a sporting event for them. And then we get to see later on in avpr the wolf predator that basically comes down and kills countless aliens, or at least a lot of them, and then eventually goes down against the pred alien. So I think another factor that comes into play too is, you know, which predator is it in particular, because almost all the aliens are basically the same. You know, they don't really have, you know, one alien is not really going to be much better than another, unless you're talking about an alien that's born of a human, or a pred alien that's born of a predator. I think a pred alien would pretty much mess up most predators most of the time. Predators like wolf, they're sort of more like elder, experienced predators. Now they, on the other hand, I think probably one-on-one would take down a pred alien. But I think for the most part, a pred alien versus, you know, an average predator with average experience, the pred alien is probably going to win. That being said, I think the wolf is probably the toughest predator of any we've seen in any movie. Now, a lot of people are going to say, what about the, you know, the predators and predators? But would the berserker be able to beat wolf? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think that any of the predators in Predators, be the berserker, the tracker, even with his hounds or without, or the falconer, would be able to single-handedly beat wolf. Maybe two of them could beat wolf, but by themselves, even though they're bigger, stronger, and wolf's not that big and strong, obviously wolf, when it comes to the tools, his whip and everything, he's a monster. He's an absolute monster. The amount of aliens he killed, and you know, humans he could have if he wanted to. I mean, I don't see any other predators being as tough as him. So I think also it depends on which predator you choose, but I think you know, most of the time if you're going to go straight one alien versus one predator, it depends on the environment. And I'm going to stick to that. Also, likewise, if you want to add in like a three-way there with a human, if it's a, like, you know, wide open area, like the city's kind of wide open, an experienced marine, versus an alien. The Marine should win, but I think a Predator really has a lot of advantages over humans because of the cloaking ability. So you're almost always going to pick the Predator. So if I had to say which one out of the three, being humans, aliens, or predators, which one is the toughest, I think I'd have to go with the Predator overall. But in terms of alien versus predator, it depends on the environment. But more often than not, you're going to be fighting in a more open space. You're not going to be in that enclosed space. So the fact that the environment is most of the time going to be more open, I think you have to go with the predator. I think you do. Overall, I'd have to say who wins, alien versus predator. I think a predator wins. Could just be me because I'm biased because I do like predators better. Not necessarily that I like the movies better, because I think Aliens is probably the best movie out of them all. And maybe Predator 1. Predator 1 versus Aliens is, to me, is like a toss-up. It's like a draw. Those are both two amazing movies. But I do find that I am a bigger fan of Predator movies, and I kind of watch them more. The only one out of all the Aliens I watch is Aliens. Sometimes I'll watch Alien 1, not too often. Sometimes, almost never watch watch Alien 3 or Alien 4, just like once or twice. I've seen them, and I don't care to watch them again. So I'm kind of a bigger fan of Predators, but I have to say overall, because environments are most of the time going to be wide open, you're going to have to go with the Predator overall. As the who wins, Alien versus Predator, the Predator wins. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. See you for the next one. Later. Peace.